My name is Vanni Singh, and I've been in the kitchen for as long as I can remember. Nowadays, it's tough to prepare a home-cooked meal after a long day, but I'm going to share some great tips and tricks with you so you can make a healthy dinner in a snap. So you get home after a long day at work. I know the last thing you want to do is to spend hours in the kitchen preparing dinner. But tonight I'm going to be showing you how to prepare dinner in a snap. It's going to be healthy and wholesome for you and your family. We'll be making curried Jhingee with shrimp and eddos. I know you're wondering what Jhingee is. I'll show you that in just a little bit. But for now, let's get started. Dice 1 medium onion. Mince about 4 cloves of garlic, chop 2 pimentos, chop 2 bird peppers or any hot pepper of your choice, finely chop some shadow benny, peel and dice 3 small eddos, place in a bowl of water to prevent them from getting discolored. Okay, so now this is the star of the show. This is called Jhingee. And it doesn't have a strong flavor of its own. It actually takes on the flavor of anything that you put it into. What I like to do is to cut it into little bits and pieces, make them nice and easier to peel. Now, Jhingee is actually loaded with antioxidants. It has vitamin A, it has beta-carotene, which means that it's good for your skin, it's good for your eyes. Just cut them into chunks. So with most of my ingredients prepped, all I have to do is to grab my pre-seasoned shrimp. Because whenever I purchase my shrimp, I tend to season it up and just store it in the fridge. If you put a little vinegar and salt and store it in a very cold fridge, it can stay there for a few days. So now that I have everything, it's time to cook. Turn your stove to medium heat. Add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to your pot. Let that heat there for about 30 seconds. Now it's time to add the good things. These are your aromatics, and they include a little bit of onion. Listen to that sizzle. Chopped garlic, chopped pimentos, a little bit of hot pepper for a little bit of spice, a little kick to your curry. Let that saute in that oil for about a minute. It looks so pretty. I like to cook with a lot of colors. Now we're going to add our curry. Let it coat the aromatics in there. Your aim here is to get the raw curry flavor out. As you can tell, you don't need a lot of oil in there at all. And now, we're getting ready to add a little water to the pot. Stand back when you're doing it. And look at that. Wait for whatever water you put in there to evaporate. And once you start getting the bubbles and a little bit of a frying sound, this finishes that cooking process for the curry. So now we're going to start adding our main ingredients. And first of all, you want to put your shrimp in. Now, shrimp cooks fairly quickly. It cooks in about 5 minutes. And although shrimp cooks quickly, in this meal it's fine. It's good. Let it continue to boil once you've put the other ingredients in. That's absolutely fine. It's time to add the eddos. Chunked eddos. And I will allow that to cook down there just for a little bit. And I believe it's time to add the Jhingee. Toss to coat. Right now I will not bother to add any salt because remember you just added pre-seasoned shrimp, and in that shrimp you put salt. Now it's time to add a little water. So you add enough water to barely cover it. Once it comes to a boil, and you'll cover it, lower the heat and let it simmer there for about 15 minutes. Okay, so my Jhingee has been boiling there for 15 minutes or so, and I think it's all nice and ready. Jhingee is cooked down, the eddos are nice and soft and has given it a creamy texture. So what I want to do before I turn my stove off is to add shadow benny. Adding fresh herbs at the end of any meal that has been cooking for a while, it rejuvenates it, if you will. And there you have it, it's done. So tonight I'm having it on a little bit of rice. See, I have a little salad there as well. Just ladle that on top of the rice. Well, there you have it. It's curried Jhingee with shrimp and eddos in no time flat. It's very good. It's very creamy and it's mildly spicy, and that fresh seasoning taste is wonderful. It's very nice to come home and have a home-cooked meal at the end of the day. And it's so simple, you should try it.
Dinner in a Snap is brought to you by the Ministry of Health.